Okay, where do I start? I am a level 90 Warlock in the world of Warcraft. I have been part of this game for many years and boy have I seen some asinine changes from Blizzard Entertainment. But this latest patch, 6.0.2, really takes the cake. Really, Blizzard? You forced us to play strings of content including some of the most boring daily quests I've ever seen. I bled the fields of battlegrounds red with my blood to earn honor points, ran your silly scenarios to earn valor points, and played a game the way you wanted me to play it. Then I log on to see patch 6.0.2. I saw that you took many of my spells away, greatly reduced my armor and gear, and basically turned me into a sponge. Sure. All the little kids are happy with these changes because they don't have to work hard for anything in the game. Hey. Stop the soccer game when the score is tied and give every little kid a trophy whether or not he wins or loses, right? This is a travesty. PvP wasn't really broken. It was simply dominated by the players who worked hard on their tunes. That's right. Worked hard. They spent months completing raids and legendary quests to earn gear that gave them an edge. But little Johnny Dumbass didn't want to work for his gear. He asked his mommy to write a letter to Blizzard Entertainment about how the game is too difficult. So what does Blizzard Entertainment do? They appease the children who are peeing in their pants and crying about the game and punish their loyal customers by mocking us with these horrible changes. Oh sure. If you're watching this and saying you love these changes, then you're obviously one of those little crying children who want all the rewards and benefits without having to do any work. Do you remember when we had to reach level 40 before we could get our first mount? Do you remember having to level each new weapon by proficiency? Do you remember when there were no question marks or exclamation points on your maps that told you where to turn in quests? All of that is gone because whining little children couldn't follow clues and directions. They didn't want to take the time to search for a weapon or piece of gear. They didn't want to wait that long for a mount. Blizzard Entertainment stooped to the level of kids who live in a convenience store society. They want everything right away and they want it given to them. Yes. Blizzard Entertainment saw monthly subscriptions dropping off because 8-year-olds found the game too challenging. So they dumbed it down and introduced those stupid pet battles so that kids would sign up. You can see these idiots swearing in trade chat and saying some of the most asinine and deplorable things. They think it's funny because they're really too stupid to know any better. But that is the class of people Blizzard Entertainment wishes for their game to appeal to. I feel mocked and cheated by these changes. As a veteran player, I really hope that Blizzard Entertainment would have rewarded me for the amount of time and money I have invested into their game, but no. Blizzard Entertainment chooses instead to take away all the nuances that made playing my characters enjoyable for me. Blizzard Entertainment? Where the hell is the entertainment? It was fun having an edge over other players in PvP. If you didn't like it, all you had to do was invest your time in acquiring better gear to meet me on an even level on the battlefield. Instead, some dolt at Blizzard said, the kiddies are crying. Oh no. Let's punish the veteran players by taking away everything they worked for, so every new punk who signs up can be equal. Did you really think this was a good idea? Oh sure. Blizzard Entertainment knows that its customers will complain, but they also know very few players will actually quit the game. Blizzard is laughing at you. They are leading you around like a blind dog on a leash and laughing as we go along with their asinine changes. Oh, but we get a new mount. That's supposed to make us all happy. Hey Blizzard, why not give us a useless teddy bear doll in our mailboxes to go along with the rest of our useless items? Yep. This is the final straw that broke the camel's back. Keep paying to play this game if you like. Keep allowing Blizzard to force you to play the same dull content over and over only to have them take away everything you have earned and worked for. You have dumbed down this game and made it so easy that it is no longer enjoyable. What is the point of playing a game you know you're always going to win? Oh yeah. That's right. Stop the soccer game when it's tied and give every little kid a trophy. We wouldn't want anyone to have to feel like they have to work to earn rewards now, do we? Hey. I have some great ideas for new changes. These will fit well with the crap in patch 6.0.2. Are you ready? Hey Blizzard. Here's a new idea for battlegrounds. Instead of fighting, Why don't you make it so that each player earns honor points by shaking hands with players from the opposite faction? Instead of calling them battlegrounds, why don't you call them picnics? Yeah. Both factions can meet in the middle, sit down on blankets, and pet puppies. Here's another idea. Instead of completing the challenges of a dungeon, why not get rid of them and just have a place where you can go and open chests with all the loot? That would make little Johnny Dumbass happy. I'm sure. Raids? Oh hell, why even bother? Why not just line up all the raid bosses and let them bend over and crap out all the raid gear? That would be a fun animation to watch, and besides, little Johnny Dumbass would not have to work or earn anything. That's what you want, right? How about questing to level your toon? I suggest you let every player run around to different NPCs in capital cities and gain massive experience points and levels from having conversations. We don't want people to work for anything. I mean, how silly would that be? Here's my idea for gear. Does anyone else remember epic orange drops? Does anyone else remember when finding a blue item was rare? Here's my idea. Make all of the epic gear pink and make it so that the gear drops out of the sky over all capital cities every hour. That way everybody has an equal chance of getting it and we're all even. I suggest we make it pink so it appeals to the little panty waists who find this game too challenging and difficult. Knuckleheads, my last idea involves the ignorant children who like to cuss and be disgusting in trade chat. If Blizzard Entertainment enforced its decency rules, we would remove a great portion of the idiots who wanted these changes. Face it, you're only happy with these changes if you're no damned good at the game. If you're clamoring about how great these changes are, then it truly shows that you do not have the skills to play this game properly. Thanks for patch 6.0.2. It really makes the game less enjoyable.